Hi YouTube, this is Susie Q1130 again. I have 13 more days till my surgery on the 26th. So, it's getting closer and closer. But, the reason I'm making a video is because yesterday I went to a group meeting at the hospital that I'm gonna have my surgery at, and we had some bad news. I think next month is our last meeting there for like the pre-op, but of course they're still gonna have the post-op group meetings on Saturdays, so at least I'll be able to do that since my surgery is on the 26th. But that's not what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about some questions that I asked them. Pretty much I asked, because I was really curious if you had to get a medical bracelet, and what did it have to say. And so all she pretty much said was that on her bracelet, it's a choice if you want to, have one or not, but that she has her bracelet and it says basically just, gastric bypass and the year she had it done, and, that's pretty much what it says. But, it is a choice, and unless you're like, always with somebody that knows that you had a gastric bypass and, very open about it or whatever, then, but how are you going to know if you're going to be with somebody when something happens, or if something happens? Don't take me wrong, I'm not trying to think negative, but what if something happens when nobody's around? I think I'm going to have to look into the bracelet stuff, so, hopefully nothing happens to me, but at least look for something that looks cute. I mean, I don't normally wear jewelry, but I'm going to look for something. And another question that I asked, if you guys saw my first video, I talked about my cousin who passed away, and I was just very curious about, I didn't even know how to word the question, but I asked her how, because I had also seen some article or something that said about how gastric bypass patients, or weight loss patients basically, but mostly gastric bypass, how they turn to alcohol and they become alcoholics. And I know they had talked to us about that at one of my classes there, and they said that we tend to switch addictions. So we switch the food addiction to something else. It could be gambling, it could be sex, it could be, exercise, it could be, a number of things, even stealing, or, because we're going to be looking for that natural high, the comfort that the food would give us. So I hope everybody takes care of themselves, and if something is going on that you don't think it's normal, if you you're gonna have to hide doing it, or things like that, I hope you guys look for help. But so anyways, going back to my question, sorry, I ended up going some other way. But so I asked her, all of that, I had read that, and about my cousin, how she had passed away, and she was drinking a lot of alcohol. So I just wanted to know how it affected your body. You know, now with the surgery, how it affects your body. And basically what she said is that when we drink alcohol, we don't have a filter anymore. So it just goes straight to the liver, straight to the, you know, so it really affects us. So she's like, I don't think a drink here and there, you know, is really gonna affect, you know, well, she didn't really say it like that, but she said it's pretty much our choice. And I know a lot of post-op patients and, you know, people that I've been listening to drink, like, you know, here and there, which hopefully they do, you know, at a reasonable amount. But basically she was saying how that they don't have a filter, and how we're not going to have a filter, and how it's going to go straight to our liver. And yeah, we're going to recover fast, and your body's going to pretty much think of it as like a sugar high, you know. So it's going to want more. And that's how the addiction starts. So I just hope everybody's careful. I'm not saying, you know, don't drink, but as I said, because of my cousin passing away and the way I saw her, I know I'm not going to drink. But I was just curious on how it happened so fast. Because it was very fast. She was only, I think, a year out. And, you know, as I said, I didn't recognize her when I saw her again. But that's pretty much the questions that I asked. I think I asked something else, but I don't seem to remember. I guess that's it. That's pretty much my update. Oh, and I have to complain. My husband was supposed to go with me to my meeting. And, you know, of course, I made my shake before I left the house. Because that would be my dinner, right? And I did my shake, and of course I put ice and everything, so it looks like it has more volume because of the ice. And I wanted to smack my husband when he said, "Gosh, Susan, that looks like if you're taking 2 meals." Oh my God, I wanted to kill him.